Hey there all you handsome bastards and classy ladies, and welcome to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My wonderful wife Jess, who has always been great to me, taking good care of me, got me this game for my birthday. I've been thinking about getting it myself, and I was in and out of buying it for so long, but I just never really had the money aside to get it myself. And then she came along and got it for me for my birthday, because I heard it's a great game. I played a little bit of it in a friend's house, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it, so it was a perfect gift. So do sit back, relax, throw your feet up, enjoy this video, and if you want to see more of this, just give it a like. Let me know what you think. It is Assassin's Creed. I never played Origins, but chronologically this is actually set before Origins in terms of the story. So if anything, this is like, in terms of setting, I think this is the earliest Assassin's Creed game that no, I think it's the earliest Assassin's Creed game that we've had. Yep, to date, right at the beginning. So, which is funny considering you would think Origins would have the the earliest setting, but oh well, there you go. Anyways, do enjoy this video. If you like what you see, give it a like button. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know what games you're playing, what videos you're watching, as in TV shows, sorry, and what books you're reading, what movies you recommend, all this kind of stuff. I hope you all had a great Christmas, and I'm hoping to get this up before the new year, in which case I just want to wish you in advance Happy New Year. In the unlikely event that I get this uploaded after New Year's, then I just hope you had a great New Year's. Anyways, enough talking. Let's do new game and see where this takes us. Oh, spoiler alert, looks like it took us to a loading screen. Although the squiggly lines are actually quite hypnotic and distracting.
We are ready, my king.
Tell me, Alexios, have you ever gone fishing with your son?
No, never. A soldier's life is all I've had the honor to know.
I would have liked to have gone fishing with my son. But no. Let us meet our fate, shall we? Spartans! Every breath that you have taken has led you to this moment. Every drop of blood, sweat, and tear, all of it has led to where you stand right now. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood! What say you, Spartans? For our sons! For our daughters! For Sparta!
So I never actually played the start of this game, but if it starts off with you playing as King Leonidas in the Battle of Thermopylae, then I think this makes it the greatest game ever. I missed it. Yeah, because like I was the bull rush. Yep, there we go. Because when I played this in my friend's house, I think he got into, was it Megaris? It was early enough. Megaris, is that how you pronounce it? It was, I think it was only like the second island. I think you start off in Kefalonia, which I know because I've been to Kefalonia. That's in real life. Beautiful island. Really is a beautiful island. And yeah, I just messed around and got him into a load of trouble with mercenaries, actually. Just had so much trouble with mercenaries. And mainly because I wanted to get, like, I didn't want to do any storyline stuff, but I did want to get used to the combat, both naval and on land, actually. Oh, he's dead. Oh, I got into a frenzy. A Spartan bloodlust. But yeah, it's a great game, guys, I have to say. I mean, okay, I can't judge the storyline yet, I don't really know what it is. Although, like I said, it started off playing as King Leonidas. That's a strong start to whatever there was one. He's still going. He's still going. Nice. Look at this poor guy. I wonder if I can parry him. There we go. Right in the back. But yeah, it's a very good game. The combat, it's completely different to the earlier Assassin's Creed games. I never played Origins, but from what I hear, this apparently, I think Origins started with like RPG-like mechanics, and I think, oh, Spartan kick. Oh, that's the Spartan Rage Bloodlust thing. Cool. I love that kick. I love it so much. Sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought. Derailed. I got lost killing all the Persians. I'm also reading, it's kind of like having Odyssey and stuff like that. I actually have a copy of Herodotus, the histories. So I was reading that. Nice light read before bed. But yeah, kind of obsessed with Greek history now. Ah, I meant to. Silly. There we go. See, I've only played with swords so far. I think daggers maybe as well. The spear is quite slick though, I have to say. Especially if I could have a sword and a shield and a sword. Can you do shields in this? I can't remember if you have shields. I had to kick him. I saw him in the crowd. He was coming for me. He looked like he was too smug. I was like, you gotta get kicked. You gotta get humbled. Oh, that man over there is asking to be kicked. Hang on, come here. Ah, we leave him off.
Spartan! I'll bring Xerxes your head! Xerxes sends his sheep to slaughter. Come, Persian! I will bring Xerxes your head, you insolent Spartan fool!
Oh, wait.
Come and get it! Your bloodline ends today, Spartan! I'll get drunk on your blood as the crows feed on your eyes!
I don't think this guy understands how blood works.
You will fail! Xerxes is the king of kings! All will bow before him after I crush you! Come, fool! Enough talk!
He telegraphed the shit out of that move. I had all the time in the world to dodge.
More of a warrior than you! Once I'm done with you, king, all of Sparta's sons will be slaves for Xerxes! Sparta's sons would rather die! That can be arranged! Not so tough without your army to protect you! Then why are you bleeding so much?
Oh.
No
There we
match
go.
for a Spartan!
It's King Leonidas, man. I wouldn't fight him. Well, I would, but I'd lose. Like, I mean, just for the sake of saying I fought Leonidas, I just hope he wouldn't kill me with my own fists. It would not be. It would be a very one-sided fight. It really would be. Yeah, you know this game is probably going to have a lot of 300 references. The Spartan kick alone is a massive 300 reference. It's also one of my favorite moves in any game ever. It's so satisfying just when you hoof somebody in the stomach. Actually, that's how I got my friend in a lot of trouble with the mercenaries in his one. I just couldn't resist the urge to just Spartan kick everything in sight because, well, when you get a leg like that on you, you gotta put it to good use. It's a crime to not use it. Also, funnily enough, in ancient Greece, it's also considered a crime to use it to kick people in the stomach. But those are different times. It's still frowned upon to this day, though, I suppose. So, you know, they were probably onto something still.
We are betrayed, my king. Xerxes knows of the path behind the mountain. They're coming.
By dawn, you will be completely surrounded.
We are Spartans. When are we not?
Spartans. That word will mean nothing when Xerxes wipes your bloodline from the face of...
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Finally.
Wow, this is big, Layla. Did you really think it's the spear?
This is the one. The book was almost right on top of it. I've never been so lucky in my life. Okay, let's start her up.
Are you sure we can trust this thing? I mean, the book could be...
Just started, Victoria.
You're the boss. I'll prep it for you.
Okay, so worth noting, I've made some changes since you were last in here.
There's no keeping up with the tech industry these days.
I can crank up the simulation to maximum sensory synchronization if you're up for it.
I'm just gonna go with normal. Like, hard is something that I like to do, and nightmare is something that I like to do after I play through the game. And you know, you have all of the mechanics and everything down, but I think the first time you play through a game, it's good to do it on normal. Just get to know the game, enjoy the story, so
Let's take this one step at a time.
Understood. If you're looking for something a little more intense, I can always adjust the settings for you later. This bit will let me know how much information will be fed to you during your time in the Animus.
More traditional experience markers are displayed at all times, and quest objectives are given to you automatically. A newer approach to playstyle: the user must investigate the world to uncover targets and quest objectives. This is the way Assassin's Creed Odyssey is meant to be experienced. Oh, okay. Well, if that's how it's meant to be experienced, that's how it's meant to be experienced.
You don't need to worry about me. I've got this.
A little autonomy never killed anyone. At least, I don't think so. Just let me know if you need assistance, and I can always add the helpers back in. Listen, Layla, before you go off...
If this book is right, this spear, this story, it will change everything.
You're putting a lot of faith in a fairly unreliable source. Historian or not, this guy wrote about magical objects and the will of the gods.
He's not Homer. Herodotus was the first recorded historian, so there's a lot more truth in that text than you think. I mean, what better way is there of finding Isu artifacts than by trusting in the guy who claimed to meet an actual descendant?
I know, but...
I need you to trust me. You could be right. This spear, this book, it could all be crap. But something tells me it isn't, and I'm certainly not gonna let Abstergo find out first.
You're right. We haven't got much to lose anyway. There's just one small problem.
What is it?
This manuscript is in rough condition, to say the least. The DNA found on the spear has identified 2 different individuals. You're gonna have to pick which strand of DNA to pursue. The choice is yours.
So I'm gonna go with Kassandra for two reasons. One, I actually heard that playing as her is actually a better game experience, just from the story and everything like that. There's a couple of reasons actually. That's one, just from just hearing that it's meant to be the better option. Two, when I was playing my buddy's house, he had Alexios. I don't know, there was something about Alexios that just kind of annoyed me. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but he just sort of annoyed me, and I have no interest in actually playing as him. The other thing with Kassandra is the voice actor, I think, is better than the Alexios voice actor. And I kind of like the idea of playing as a female mercenary in ancient Greece. You know, when you're talking about the Spartans and the Athenians and pretty male-dominated, male soldier kind of an environment, I think it's actually kind of cool to have like a female character in there. Also, I know it's a role-playing game, but for me, if your character is voiced, it's not a role-playing game. I'm not getting into character. I'll make the decisions based on what I think is right, but like, I'm not being that character. That's only in a game where like I think there's no voice and you kind of project your own like personality onto the character. But for this, we're gonna go with Kassandra.
She'll help us find what we're looking for. I have a good feeling about this.
All right, boss. We're finally good to go. 431 BCE, here we come.
To start the Peloponnesian War.
Good luck in there. No pressure or anything, but we're all depending on you.
Abstergo isn't gonna win this time. If what the book says is true and we do actually find the artifact, the assassins will finally have a chance to rise again.
You can do it.
Oh, and Victoria? Read the book. It holds the secrets I won't be able to find on my own when I'm in there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I have no idea who these like Layla and Victoria characters are. I'm sure they came into it in Origins. Because Desmond is dead, isn't he? Yeah, he did. Yeah, Desmond did. Deadmond. That's his new name. I'm all class, very respectful of the dead.
Shitface! Get down here! Cyclops got a message for you.
Tell your boss he can stick it.
That's for last week!
Malaka!
The Cyclops said you like to act tough, so act tough!
He just punched a lady right in the face. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure she can take it and give as good as she gets, but...
You have a lesson to learn.
If the Cyclops wants to teach me, tell him to... Last week? This shit happens every week. I can't keep doing this. Nah. Thanks for the warning. Oh.
What happened to you?
It's nothing, Phoebe. All taken care of now.
The Cyclops again, huh?
Hasn't he learned his lesson yet?
Apparently not. Of course. Help yourself.
You hungry too, Icarus? Do you think Zeus would bless me with an ego like he blessed you, Kassandra? Maybe you could ask him for me.
Yeah, I'll ask Zeus for her. Like, you know, she seems like a good kid.
I'll try to put in a good word for you.
Finally.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Marcos is looking for you.
What does that weasel want now?
Don't know. He wants you to meet him at his new house. On his vineyard.
What? A vineyard? Malaka.
It's on the road to Sami. He says wine will make him rich.
Since when has he had a vineyard?
Yesterday, I think.
So, Marcos, who owes me drachmi, is buying vineyards. With what money?
I don't know.
It's like one of those things, like I heard somebody say before, like it's like one of the greatest offenses if you owe me money but you have the nerve to gain weight. Sounds like that's what Marcos is doing.
Where can I find Marcus's new, beautiful estate?
You know the statue of Zeus on Mount Ainos? It's south of that.
Well, I guess I owe Marcos a little visit. Thank you, Phoebe.
I'll go tell Marcos you're coming.
My head.
So the choices you make have impacts both seen and unseen. So I'm guessing those red knives mean murder. Scales generally means barter. Heart means romance. I'd imagine that's not going to be an option here. I would err on the side of mercy. That's my natural inclination.
Fun's over. Tell that one-eyed freak if he ever sends you here again, I'm gonna cut out his other eye and feed it to my bird. I'll see Marcos as soon as I'm dressed.
Alright, let's take a look in here.
I'll have to go up top to get dressed. Marcos knew this would serve young Kassandra well. Can't imagine fighting the Cyclops' thugs with it now.
So upstairs to get dressed. Does she have stairs or does she just do the assassin's way of... Yes, no actual stairs. It's a security feature. You just climb on up. To be fair, it would be a bit of a security feature.
Let's get this on.
Okay, so yeah, the inventory and everything, like you have equipment and... Yeah, I like that they committed to the whole being an RPG. Because I love RPGs, so... Suits me down to the ground like a pound. Okay, we're fine. Alright everybody, I'm actually going to have to leave it at that for now. But first, before we go, there is one thing that I have to try out ever since I saw it. Okay, I didn't think you'd be able to do this, but apparently you can. You can indeed hang from Zeus's ballsack. Well, alright then. Interesting game. Alright, not exactly the classiest note to end it on. I didn't think this could happen, but then, well... There you go. I'm gonna leave you with this image. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. I'm a bad person.